Well, I'm waiting for fucking Spider-Man Brand New Day, motherfuckers. As you can look behind me, we are on my Xbox, and I'm on the TV and movies that I was able to purchase before Microsoft, dumb motherfuckers, decided to cancel the store of doing that. Now Microsoft Store is only allowed to buy the video game stuff, which is still good and all, but come on! You could have kept the movie and TV stuff a bit longer, you fuckers! Good news is I can still keep the stuff I purchased, including the extended version of No Way Home. One time, 2 hours and 38 minutes. That's almost like the longest Spider-Man movie in the history. Unless our cross beats its timing runtime, but I doubt it. So yes, I am officially done with Tom Holland's first Spider-Man Home trilogy. Now we're on to his new trilogy, especially that Brand New Day is basically a couple of months away now. But there's a lot to say about this fucking movie, but it's basically the fan service for Spider-Man fans around the world. Especially it brings back two famous previous live-action actors, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, the return of both OG Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man. Let's fucking go! Like, the best Ultimate Spider-Man team-up of all fucking times, and the only thing close to having a live-action Spider-Verse movie. And motherfucker fucking nailed it. We also got returning villains like the return of William Dafoe, Alfred Molina, and Jamie Foxx as their villains from the separate movies. And William Dafoe is still doing some of his own stunts in this movie, despite his age at the time. I think he was... Correct me if I'm wrong, was William Dafoe like around 67 or something when he was still doing the stunts of making of this movie? Let me know in the comments, please and thank you. We do technically have Lizard and Sandman, but the actors did not get a chance to reprise their roles, so they had to use a lot of CGI. But also they used some reused scenes from TASM 1 and Spider-Man 3 when the villains get cured in the scene. Actually, before the movie actually starts, the extended version shows a small, video call chat to us, to the fans, by Tom, Toby, and Andrew, in which they are happy how this movie was and how they're appreciated by us fans that enjoyed the films and whatnot. And actually, they even said to Andrew, as he said in the movie, "We love you." Because if you remember during the final battle, Andrew says to both Toby and Tom as an improvise, wait, I love you guys. And both of them just, looking at him and saying, thank you. Simultaneously, it was fucking beautiful. Also, top props to Zendaya being a very supportive girlfriend in the movie for Peter in this movie, and Ned still being the best friend Peter had. We also got Doctor Strange in here, who's willing to help Peter after his identity was revealed to the public thanks to fucking Mysterio. Fuck you, Quentin Beck. You better be fucking dead. But still, no disrespect to Jake Gyllenhaal. Great job. But, yeah, Peter's life really is like shit hit the fan big time here, because everyone is... That's the weird thing. There is half of New York supporting Peter, and then the other half is against him. Even saying, Mysterio rules and shit. I'm like, motherfuckers, how can you support that fishbowl looking motherfucker? The fucked up part here is that Peter's friends get mistreated a little bit because of them knowing he is Spider-Man. They can't get into college, which is unfair, and is even more unfair to Peter. And then he has to deal with past villains from his other two live-action versions of himself that he's never interacted before, because this movie is the first time Peter's ever met Norman Osborn. Peter 1, I should say. And man, does it backfire fucking big time. That's another fucking thing. The villains fought, they were still in their own universes. They just see Spider-Man as must be him wearing a new costume. The fight between Otto and Peter, with him wearing the Iron Spider suit, it was fucking awesome. I will say, I think it's weird how Doc's arms can just add the nanotech into them, which is weird. I love how somehow the nanotech stuff can override the AI in Doc's arms, and Peter can just pair it to the suit. Thank you, Tony Stark. Let's see here. Here's the thing, though. People are probably wondering, though, at what point of the time do some of the villains get pulled from their dimensions? We know for Doc Ock, it was when he had Spider-Man by the throat, so it was before he got redeemed. Sandman, I'm going to assume it might be after the fight with Spider-Man with him wearing the black suit because Peter had to wear his when in black suit inside out because some dumbass who was a follower of Mysterio threw green paint on it. So he just looks seeing Spider-Man in the black suit, he's thinking, oh wait, that's my Peter Parker. It's not. Jamie Foxx, Electro, is got a big improvement and step up in this movie. Because of with all the Stark energy from the arc reactors, his lightning is now yellow, and he even has his physical body now. And you know the weird thing is, when he shoots his lightning, it forms like his iconic yellow mask, which is a cool feature, I will admit. The only fucking thing that bugs the hell out of me is that Green Goblin, that slimy, sneaky Emerald Elf motherfucker, could tell he was in a different universe, but Norman could not. And Green Goblin, being the smart, sneaky fucking bastard he is, he pretends to be in Norman's subconscious, like just watching through the eyes to see how this Peter is different from his own. And then, motherfucker, while trying to help Peter to cure some of the villains, like Doc Ock gets cured again, but this time in a better way than in Spider-Man 2. And he almost cured Electro, and Sandman just was willing to go along just to go back to his daughter, which is understandable. But Jesus Christ. Goblin just decides to say, fuck it, I'm coming out. Here's the thing though, Peter could detect the danger quickly because of his spider sense. You can't hide from that, Green Goblin. You're fucking exposed, motherfucker. But I still gotta give William Dafoe fucking top performance here, especially with him being more terrifying without the fucking mask. Oh my god, I got fucking chills. But R.I.P. to Aunt May in the MCU. Because of that, Peter lost Aunt May, and it's just really, really sad for him. And I love how Peter 2 and 3 are also trying to support him by also giving him good lessons and also advice to like not to be a bitter Spider-Man. Like even Andrew said, don't be like me, don't be vengeful and just don't pull your punches and stuff. Andrew fully admit like he still tried to be the friendly neighborhood hero after Gwen's death, but after a while he just stopped fucking caring. Like he admits he stopped pulling his punches. Like he went full fucking force. Also, props to Aunt May here trying to be the somewhat Uncle Ben for Peter in this world, which Spider-Man Brand New Day, please explain what happened to Peter's Uncle Ben in this world, and what made him become Spider-Man still in this world. Well, if you think about it, the home trilogy basically makes Peter still like he's now fully Spider-Man now because of after the events of this movie. But still though, this is a fucking fantastic movie, and if you guys want to see it to see the return of your two favorite live-action Spider-Mans, this is the movie for you. And I love the fucking dialogue between Tobey, Andrew, and Tom's Spider-Mans in the movie. It was fucking funny as shit. Especially with them trying to figure out Tobey's organic web shooters situation, like, how does it work and stuff, and, like, has he ever have a web block? It's just so fucking funny. And it's even more in this movie, especially after Andrew says, I want to see the holes. Like, and Peter 2 is like, wait, what? It was just great. I also love the fact that they acknowledged the bad guys they last fought. Like, for Andrew, it was Rhino, which this gives us confirmation that he did kick Rhino's ass. Hell yeah. And I love the fact that Tobey just only mentions Venom, which it makes sense because the last time we saw him, it was in 2007. And for Andrew, it was 2014. So I love the fact that these guys were still being active in a way, but hasn't been other big supervillains until this event. Because in the fucking fight, we see Toby take on Tasm's lizard, and even them taking on Sandman. Like, it was fucking awesome. And the fact we almost had the Sinister Six in here. Almost. And it drives me fucking nuts. But, of course, Green Goblin fucks it up, and Peter had to ask Doctor Strange to cast a new spell to make everyone forget who Peter Parker is. And, yeah, so Peter is now all alone, and we see how sad he is in Brand New Day because of the first trailer. So, looking forward to Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I recommend watching No Way Home. If you watch the theatrical version, that's fine. Like, it's still a good movie, but this is the superior version. Like, this one's the better version to watch, but if you have the normal version, that's still good too. But, yeah, I would watch this a lot more compared to the original, but if I feel like a little nostalgia to see the one they released first, that's fine. You know the sad part is, unlike Spider-Man 2.1 and Spider-Man 3 for Tobey's movies, they got a physical release. They're not just digital. You can get them physically. This movie is only a digital version. You only can buy it digitally. How sad is that? Sony, where's your dumbass decisions on, oh wait, we should release this as a physical movie to the fucking public? We'll be getting shit ton of money. Now, how do I rate this movie? I'm gonna get a fucking 10 out of 10 because it is so fucking good. And it brings back some nostalgia for Spider-Man fans around the world. So yeah, I rate this movie 10 out of 10. If you guys think it's lower, then go fuck yourself. But yeah, this is what I think of Spider-Man No Way Home. Again, I feel sad for Peter 1. Hopefully his new trilogy, something brighter happens for him in the future. But everybody, fucking top performance. This was fucking golded. But yes, R.I.P. to Aunt May. I am sad for Peter. And I'm looking forward to what his new trilogy has in store for him, and hopefully his life gets a little bit better. And this movie is just spectacular. In fact, they should just call Tom the Spectacular Spider-Man. But that's all I gotta say about No Way Home. If you guys agree with my opinion, that's fine. If you don't, you guys are free to your own opinion. But please tell me you don't rate this movie very fucking low, because that would be the dumbest thing you have ever said. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about No Way Home. Now the only things I have left are Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Verse short film Spider Within, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and then Friendly Neighborhood Season 1. And then when we get to May, I will do Spider-Man Noir Show. And then when we get to fall, we have Season 2 of Friendly Neighborhood, so I'll do a review on that. And then we have to wait until next year for Beyond the Spider-Verse. And yes, I will do a review on that as soon as I get the movie physically and maybe a digital version. Who knows? What am I saying? I'm gonna get them both anyway. But yeah, 10 out of 10, No Way Home, best Spider-Man movie live action's ever been made. And the fact it brings us back two iconic actors, it's a fucking worth to watch.